Fortnite Competitive has had its ups and its downs ever since the start to right now. Let us look at the evolution of Fortnite Competitive, going from this to this is crazy. In this video, I break down the entire journey of Fortnite Competitive, so come along with me, starting in Chapter 1. The first ever competitive tournament hosted was by Ninja, who hosted 9 games in the Las Vegas tournament, and if you won one of these games, you would get $2,500, and if you killed Ninja, you'd get $2,500 as well. Not a bad prize pool. But this isn't really where Fortnite Competitive began, because it was more of a public game. When Fortnite introduced the Summer Skirmish, that's when Fortnite started to become serious, where people would play a bunch of games and whoever got the most amount of kills ended up on top. It first started with a 250,000 prize pool, but then the Fall Skirmish came around, where 2 incredible streamers, Tfue and Cloaksy, won double that amount of $500,000. We can see that Fortnite now starts to become a serious game where people realize they could become pro. This is when creative came. So not only were people getting better at the game, they now could get better at a much faster rate. Arena was also added, and when Arena came, you had to have about 200 points. It was out of 300 for Champions League. You need roughly 200 points to be able to play most tournaments. The Scallywag Cup and the Die Hard Cup were the first 2 tournaments that I ever played in that were open to the public. They had some prize pool, not the biggest prize pool, about the cash cups now, right? And people really enjoyed the fact that it was online and anyone could play. And that's when the biggest tournament in gaming history, with a prize pool of $100 million, came around, the Fortnite World. This was the most hyped Fortnite tournament there has ever been. The winner would win $3 million. There was a solo and a duo where you'd have to compete in a round of 10 weeks, and about 1 to 5 players, depending on the region, were picked every single week. Then the finals, LAN, the 100 best players of the world competed for a stake of that $3 million. There was also the creative Fortnite World Cup, but we all know creative is dog shit, so who cares about that? After the World Cup, Booga won, and so did Aqua and Nyrox in the duos. They all won their share of the $100 million, and they still play Fortnite Competitive today, which is relevant later on. After that, Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 10 came out. This is when a new concept was added: FNCS. This was a tournament which was like the World Cup, just a bit less amount of prize pool, which was played in every single region, in every single season. The first one was squads, which Stable Ronaldo ironically won. The next were a combination of solo, duos, and trios, depending on the season. FNCS has now been around for a stable 2 years, and even though it happens every season, it still gets the same amount of hype, where people talk about the drop spot, about the pros, about who's going to win. This brought the likes of many new pros, for example Tayson, who is now a 5 times FNCS winner. But old names stayed around, like Clix and Booga, who also have won their fair share of FNCSs. Many pros quit, many pros stayed. DreamHack also started to be a thing around now, where Mr. Savage M really showed why he was 200 IQ by winning the tournament. This has kept DreamHack to host tournaments every single year, and they always have a lot of hype around them. The Opens are played online, so anyone can compete, and the finals are hosted in LAN. Recently, Fortnite have added a new tournament, which was called the Royale, the FNCS Royale, where you had to qualify, you had to be in any finals of any FNCS. So there was about 1,000 players. And then the finals would be the best 100 players again. So it was like the Fortnite World Cup, except this time the winner did not get $3 million, but only $600,000. And of course, this is where Fortnite Competitive is at now. The FNCS Royale was the best show of what Fortnite Competitive looks like now, with people tarping, spending 500 brick, 500 wood, getting into next zone. Who would have thought, going from chapter 1 to not being able to build a 1x1, to being able to play a full game, spending thousands of material. This has caused lots of controversy, because many players haven't been able to keep up with the pros and therefore complain about the skill level being so high. But many people enjoy to watch the new metas, how the game works, and the new ways of building. But guys, there have been many different tournaments that have not been mentioned in this video. For example, Cash Cups, which happen every single week, which, you know, lots of people like to enjoy to watch, but I didn't think that it was a step forward of any competitive because they've been happening for so long. Another tournament I missed, this happened all the way back in Chapter 1, Season 3. It was called the Showdown, where you'd play 50 games. It was like ranked now, where it's just a casual game, and whoever got the most kills competed in this tournament, and the prize pool wasn't even money, it was $5,000 worth of V-Bucks. Let me know someone who would really like to enjoy those V-Bucks and spend them in the store. Let me know, guys. But there have been other tournaments that haven't really been mentioned in this video. If you guys do think there was a vital one that I missed, please let me know down in the comments below, because I'm not perfect, but the ones that I did miss out, or that I know that I missed out on, they weren't anything significant. And also, my channel is mainly based around building, and I know that there have been more zero build modes, and that Fortnite Competitive has gone a bit towards zero builds, but it's still very much on the building side, and therefore I focus this video mainly on the building side. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.